Hey, this is n.g.o. We're here at the W.A.S.D event, and here with me is...
My name's Darnell, Sylvain. You can catch me at the Sly Nerd Hour. Socials is Slyvesters_. Yeah, and that's it, to be honest, everywhere.
Darnell, you've seen the Batman movie. What did you think of it?
I thought it was very good, although I have some problems with it. But overall, I think it's a solid movie.
Okay.
And I would recommend it to everyone.
What stood out for you in this movie?
The music and the cinematography. Listen, when Batman is walking and you hear the and even something, you know, like,
oh yeah, Nirvana.
Yeah, I like it. Elevated the character and it made him stand out even more, and it made him like larger than life. Do you know what I mean? And then the cinematography, all the shots when he's on the construction site where the back signal is, and you got the backdrop of Gotham, like the orange tint. Yeah, wicked. So that's the that stood out for me. Okay,
that's a good point. You know, not many people talk about cinematography, and it's a very beautiful movie to watch. Like, gotta get down to like something that's very important. Okay, Selena Kyle, she's in this movie. Well, played by Zoe Kravitz. What do you think of her?
Batman's a better man than me, innit? Batman's a better man than me because, you know, he stuck to his job.
Yeah.
I do like her take on it. I like why they teamed up, and I feel they teamed up well. And I also like her intentions and motives, because sometimes, you know, in movies they want the character to be in there and they'll kind of make it wishy-washy. Her one felt quite realistic, that she was there for a friend, and I liked the little conflict that, you know, there was one part where she was looking for a friend and Batman was like, no, do this, and she's like, no, I'm not here for that. So I think the inclusion was good. Because she was in it more, I do prefer her than Anne Hathaway. So overall, I think she was a solid Catwoman.
Robert Pattinson was now, you know, the new Batman. So, you know, he's got a lot to live up against. What do you think of his performance?
As Batman,
yeah,
solid.
Okay.
I think this is the best Batman portrayal, because say there's a part, right, when he's in the crime scene, yeah, and the cop's talking to him and he's not saying a word.
Yeah.
Without him having to say a word, you know exactly what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? That sort of performance, he really gave over that he's Batman.
Yeah.
His Bruce Wayne, there weren't much difference. He was a moody Batman, he was a moody Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he was.
But because he's just like, I know it's year 2, it's more of an origin story, I can get behind why he's like that.
Yeah.
So even though the Bruce Wayne part wasn't the strongest, I feel like he played what the character needed to be. But overall, top Batman, decent Bruce Wayne, okay, but we have more to see, I guess.
Something that's very important for Batman, his rogues list. Because in this movie, he's got quite a few rogues.
Yes.
What do you think of them, and who was your favourite?
I think my favourite might have been Penguin.
It was a lot of fun.
Because this was kind of like his origin story, and he was just funny.
He was a lot of fun.
When he's like, come on! That was jokes. And I do like Riddler in this, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like they maybe should have made him a bit more wacky, because I like when Riddler's quite quirky and he's more games, like playing games with Batman. This one was obviously like a murderer.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, and I think he's done a solid performance. Falcone, I think the change in backstory of him and Catwoman was done well.
Yeah.
But my favourite was probably Penguin.
Okay, so what would you rate this movie out of 10?
Ah, damn. I would say 8.
8 out of 10.
8.3.
8.3, not quite 8.5, yeah. There's more than 8, but not enough.
8.5.
Okay.
I'll guarantee 8.5. We're gonna stay there.
8.5.
It's just a solid movie. Just a solid movie. Like, it's a well-made Batman movie, and I appreciate the fact it stands out from the usual superhero movies we get. Yeah. It feels very self-contained. It feels like it was made with love. You know what I mean? So,
compared to all the other Batman movies, where would you place this?
I'm biased because I really like Batman v Superman. I really like that rendition. I think...
Wait, are you talking about the extended cut or the original theatrical cut?
Extended.
Okay, cool.
Extended. The theatrical cut is so right, but there's some plot holes. I like The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But I feel like this film was made better. The music, the cinematography elevates it a bit more. Yeah. The Dark Knight, I think, is solid all round. Heath Ledger's performance is nice. Christian Bale's good. But going back to watch it, it feels a bit more quieter, whereas this one feels a bit more grand.
Yeah.
But I would still put Dark Knight over it, just because that's a deep film.
I think in that regard, it's like, from my opinion of like Dark Knight to this, I'll say Dark Knight is a much better character story, dealing with like how the Joker deals with stuff and what goes on with the city in reaction to him. While this movie builds more on Gotham itself and less of the characters. But I can see why you chose that.
I feel like the Dark Knight focused on the Joker more, but I do feel like this Batman did focus on Batman quite a bit in terms of his journey from using fear as a tool and being vengeance to him like becoming hope. And I do like that transition. Yeah. The Dark Knight I think focused more on Joker, but because he was so great, he stole the show. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah. And then I just like Batman v Superman. I just really like it. I don't know. So I would say Dark Knight.
Yep.
BVS, the Batman.
Well, not bad choices. Not bad. That BVS will probably get you some interesting comments, but yeah.
It's got a place in my heart. That's just how it goes.
So, favorite Batman?
Not Christian Bale. I know that for sure.
You can even pick from the TV shows if you need to. But favorite actor playing Batman? Top 3.
I think actor playing Batman. Damn, that's a tough question. It's definitely not Christian Bale. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I like Batfleck, but I know he's a murderer. So I understand that. I do like his portrayal, but I think by default it has to be Robert Pattinson for Batman. Like the Batman character, not Bruce Wayne, Batman. Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale.
No Michael Keaton in there, yeah?
It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, so I can't really remember, but definitely not Clooney.
I mean, I hear he's a top tier actor.
He might be, but not in that role. And where that one there, the back nipples.
Oh, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Yeah. I'm not gonna count them two. They're somewhere down there.
Cool. Favorite cat person. She's had a few movies, been in a few movies.
Ooh.
I mean, we got Anne Hathaway, Michelle Pfeiffer, Zoe Kravitz, Halle Berry, and if you're going back to the TV shows, there's Eartha Kitt, and I can't remember the other 2 actresses.
The Halle Berry, I don't think that should be mentioned because that film is nuts. One thing that stands out with me with Anne Hathaway is there's a scene where she gets caught by Bruce and she suddenly changes her persona, and that sticks out for me, and I was like, that was good. But I do prefer Zoe Kravitz over Anne. I can't remember Michelle Pfeiffer too much. It's been a while, but I felt that version was quite wacky.
Yeah, it was very Tim Burton.
Very Tim Burton, and how she got how she became Catwoman was a bit. She fell down, licked by cats.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz. Yeah.
That's wicked, man. Thank you. Go, cuz. That's it.
Thank you.
Shiver me timbers!